Looks like we're almost there. Almost there. All right, I think it looks like we are live, and I'm really excited for this little interview today with Daphne in Fayette County, Georgia. Daphne in Fayette County, Georgia, and Daphne has, I guess, not so recently joined our organization in EXP. It's been probably 5, 6, 7 months now.
Oh, not even.
Oh, not even? Okay, well, maybe.
I joined in December.
Okay, so well, I mean, almost 4 or 5. But man, time flies. So we are just going to have some back and forth banter about what made Daphne decide to make a change, some of the cool things she's doing from a lead generation and client generation perspective, and also let you know some ideal clients that you might refer her way as well, so we can get some of that referral business going as well. But first, Daphne, why don't you let everybody know who you are, how long you've been in the industry, a little bit about all of that, so let people get to know you a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, I've been a realtor for 4 years, and I've loved real estate. Well, actually, my husband and I have been studying real estate and real estate investment ever since we got together and bought our first home on financed very creatively. So that was, I'm not even going to say how long ago that was. It totally dates me, but okay, let's just say it was in the early 90s. So when I decided to actually get my real estate license, my husband was very excited, and we had moved to Georgia since then, because we were in South Florida for 20 years. So I moved to Fayette County, Georgia, which is south of Atlanta, in a wonderful, wonderful community, about 16 years ago.
Okay.
And got my real estate license, and just I'm loving every minute of it. It's really, yeah, I really found my calling.
Awesome. And we'll I'll add how you can find Daphne either in the comments or the description, but obviously she's on Facebook. You can find her.
Oh.
What was your production last year? How many units last year?
I did 13 units, and I had a good, very nice price point. So my price point has increased quite a bit, which is very nice.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Okay, and she is modest. She's not going to bring up the fact that I can't remember if you did you make the Olympics? You were on the Olympic trials. I can't remember.
I competed in 3 Olympics for the Netherlands in springboard diving.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. We could probably have another session just on that experience. I can't even imagine.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
3. Golly. Very cool. Anyway, all right. So you came to EXP in December. What made you make the switch?
Well, several things. After running the numbers and being cooped up in my home office for the last year, it just totally made sense. And also looking at, all the technology that EXP provides, but more importantly, the value that you provide as, in lead generating, and our whole organization. I'm just so excited. I'm getting my Home Boss site set up, which is our online offer platform, and that is coming to Georgia. So I am very excited about that. And there's just so much value that our organization provides that I just couldn't pass it up.
Well, cool. So our Home Boss selling system is an online offer platform, and the way I describe it to potential sellers is the most convenient, transparent, and lucrative way to sell a property. And if
Yeah,
you're
I
curious
agree.
about that, yeah, if you're curious about that, just reach out to Daphne or I. You can send a private message, or you can find it where, I mean, we're all over the internet. You can reach out and we'd be happy to provide you more information about what that is and how you can get access to it. Funnily enough, about 15 minutes before we hopped on this, a for sale by owner called me. I had a for sale by owner preview appointment yesterday. I sent them a video follow-up. I didn't even mention Home Boss in it, but in my signature line had something about that unique value proposition. The wife called me back and talked to me for 15 minutes. They have 2 showings this weekend. If they don't get an offer that they're excited about from that, we're listing it next week. I didn't even ask for the listing.
Oh,
And
that's
they were
awesome.
people that we have a scripting process for sale by owners. They were people that said they were not willing to pay any commission. And so you just never know. You just never know. Anyway, if you're interested in that, reach out to Daphne or I. We can get you more information. Okay, so one of the reasons why I wanted to have Daphne on is because she is doing some pretty cool stuff with YouTube, and wanted to unpack that a little bit for the good of the listeners here, and you know, to learn a bit myself. You have been creating YouTube videos following Karen Carr's YouTube marketing strategy. I can't remember the name of her course. I think it's just YouTube for real estate agents, right?
YouTube for agents. Major props to Karen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Karen is awesome. Karen is
Yes.
awesome. So you invested into that program. You've been
hmm
creating pretty consistent video content since last summer, if I remember
I
correctly.
started in last February,
Oh, okay, okay,
and I think I have missed 2 weeks total. One at
okay.
Christmas, just because I didn't want to,
Yeah.
and one because I believe that was when my my mom was in ICU. So yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a good reason.
but
Um,
yeah, but other than that, every single week, and that is, consistency is key with this.
and for those curious, what is your YouTube channel if they want to go check it out and
Daphne Bousquet Real
subscribe?
Estate,
Yeah,
very
Daphne
easy.
Bousquet, real estate, super easy. If you're not sure of the
And
spelling, you can find it.
yeah, but if you can't, or you can't spell my name, which is also a problem, just go to YouTube, type in Fayetteville, Georgia, and there I am.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
hmm
So in it, so one of the things that we do in our organization is every Monday through Thursday, we do what I call a daily action huddle. We get on a Zoom like this, and we just talk about what's working or what we need help with, or share wins and things of that nature. And so Daphne's been talking a lot about YouTube on there, which is one of the reasons that this, prompted this. And you mentioned that you're just recently you've started to get more traction and really started to see things take off. So let's talk about maybe what you did differently. I know there's a particular, let's call it, genre of video that's getting a lot of activity and traction for you, and maybe unpack that a little bit for folks who are curious.
Okay, so when I started YouTube, like you can't really jump in and do the very competitive keywords, because this is all keyword based, a
Yeah,
lot of SEO based, because YouTube is the second largest search engine, right behind Google, and since they're owned by Google, it
right.
is very heavy on SEO. So you do a lot of keyword research, and of course, you start with the questions that clients ask, that people have when they're buying and selling a home. But those keywords are not, they're not huge. I mean, there's not, a ton of people asking
Right. That's
every
not getting a
day,
lot
like,
of
how
activity.
long does it take to buy a house in Georgia?
Right.
Or, should I do, what is an appraisal gap guarantee? So, I mean, those are more technical videos that, you should have on your channel, because, I
Sure.
mean, once people start binging your content and you give them lots of value, I mean, and I'm all about value, um, that is important. But the main videos that are getting a lot of traction are the local videos. So Fayetteville, Georgia, I mean, there's Fayettevilles in every state, I think. So I have to be very particular that I mean Fayetteville, Georgia. So when
Right.
you know, type that in, I come up. So doing videos about Fayetteville, Peachtree City, another city that I do a lot in, the pros and cons of living there. That is a huge video, but another series of videos that has been doing really well are neighborhood videos.
Yeah.
Just I drive through neighborhoods and I do a little stand up in the, you know, before and after I drive through. I speed up the video and then I promise the viewers that I'm not speeding because it looks like I'm trucking through that neighborhood.
Yeah, we're
But
not breaking any laws here.
yeah, no. Well, yeah, no. I'm not admitting to anything. So, and people are loving them because they get to see if they're moving into the area, they get to see neighborhoods. But I also have requests from people that live in neighborhoods. Hey, Daphne, love your videos. Can you do this neighborhood next?
That's
Yes,
cool.
yes, I can.
So a ton here. And by the way, if you want to see examples of those type of videos, just go and check out Daphne's page. The easiest way to find it is probably just to do a YouTube search, Fayette County, Georgia, or was it Fayetteville, Georgia, or Fayette County, Georgia? Fayetteville, Georgia.
GA.
Yep. And you can see examples there. And obviously anybody can model those things. If you're curious and want to chat with Daphne about, you know, whether it makes sense for you to explore YouTube as another means of acquiring clients, you can reach out. One of the things I love about it is when you mentioned you're getting out of people interested from out of town, those folks are much less likely than to want to interview a bunch of different agents. They're much less likely to just come to you as like the trusted expert. They feel like they already know you, that you've already provided them a ton of value, and they're just going to listen, right? They're just going to take your lead because you are the expert. So there's some, there's a ton of value in that, a positioning where you're not, you don't have to justify your value or your worth to the client.
Yeah, you already have a relationship with these people, even though you don't know it.
Yeah. Now you mentioned right before we went live that you have two new, let's call them, I would say, more high-end clients that you've generated from YouTube. Maybe share what that looks
one
like.
Of the videos I did was a neighborhood. Actually, it's 3 neighborhoods. They're all all by the same builders, and it's Stonecrest. And there's 3 sections of it. One has been built out. One they're building right now. I mean, all the homes are under, all the lots are under contract. And one they had just put in the road right the day before I actually did the video.
Oh, wow.
And so, and my thing was like, okay, I'm just driving through this neighborhood and there's like 3 sections, one that has been built, one they're building now, and one that is going to be built. And I did that one in January, and I am getting calls on that every single week. And I'm meeting, so I have 2 clients that have reserved lots. And I mean, that neighborhood has blown up, the one that they were going to build, that there's not even lots available. They're just juggling right now.
Yeah.
So I have 2 people on a list for a lot in that neighborhood as well. So
price range?
That is 4 clients from that one video, and that is a high-end neighborhood.
Yeah.
And of course,
4 clients from one video. Yeah, 4 clients from one video over less than 4 months. And I'm sorry, I cut you off. You said.
And those people have homes to sell too.
Okay. So more than 4 transaction sides from one video. However, it wasn't like, it took Daphne consistently creating content, right? You're not, you can't like expect that you make one video and that's the one that knocks it out of the park, but you won't find the one that knocks it out of the park if you're not consistently putting in the work.
Yeah, I just saw an article in Inc. magazine actually, and I shared that. It was the 70-20-10 rule, that of all the content that you create, 70% is going to be meh, mediocre. 20% is going to be good, but 10% is going to be excellent. So the more you do it, the more you get those excellent video content. Or so it's just,
and you won't find the 10% if you don't do the 10. Like you got to do you got to do all of them to find the 10%, you know. Right. And so really good stuff there. Do me a huge favor if you are watching this and you are either actively using YouTube for your business or interested, like or even, you know, heart this video, and we can follow up with you if you're interested. It makes it a little bit easier to follow up with you. Okay, so what else are you doing to generate business opportunity right now, to generate new clients right now?
Okay, so like everyone else, I am, you know, any of my buyer clients are, you know, struggling, and so in your listing boot camp, because again, you provide tremendous value, not just to your organization, but to, you know, the real estate community in general.
Thank you.
So I have been doing circle prospecting 2.0 for my buyer clients. And so I had one client, and we've made offers. I mean, and I go through everything, you know, that you should be doing as a buyer's agent. I mean, talking to the listing agent, finding out exactly what the seller wants as to rent backs, you know, appraisal waivers. I mean, the whole way over asking. I mean, you know, all the crazy stuff.
Yeah, you're doing all the things you're supposed to.
Yeah, the advice. Yeah, and we still didn't get the I mean, it's crazy. So I went to Circle Prospecting 2.0. She had 4 neighborhoods that she loved, and I dropped a voicemail on them. And I had a slight panic because all these, my phone started ringing, and I'm like, I was talking to people and they kept on coming, so I didn't get to everybody. It was crazy. But a couple days later, I'm on the way to another showing, and one of the people that got my voicemail said, "Hey, we are interested in selling our house. We want to do it for sale by owner." I'm like, "No problem. Would you pay me 3% finder's fee if, you know, I brought you the buyer?" "Yeah, no problem." So set up a preview appointment, and I saw my client would love the house. They told me what they wanted for it. I'm like, yeah, okay. And I said, "Can I bring my buyer by in an hour?" And my buyer saw the house, and I told them, "We'll take it." We were under contract, and we had a normal inspection period. We had no appraisal waiver, and the appraisal came in yesterday at it appraised, so yay for that as well. And the only thing, it's an extended closing, but that is no problem.
And price?
Great price. So we didn't have to bid. We didn't have to bid it up. We didn't compete with anybody. So I mean, it was a win. I mean, hey, the sellers got what they wanted. We got what we wanted. So it was a win-win for everyone.
Yeah. If you're curious about,
I did the same thing yesterday for other clients of mine, and I had 2 great conversations with absentee owners. So
sweet.
Sweet.
So if you're curious about Circle Prospecting 2.0, reach out to me. I can let you know how you can get access to that. Essentially what that is, and it's the best name I could come up with it. Circle Prospecting, what I would say 1.0 is you find properties, whether it's, you know, properties around a listing you have or in a neighborhood that you want to work, and you manually call everyone or you use a dialer. we use technology and leverage to get the message out and get the inbound requests coming our way. That's really the only difference. But good for you on, putting together a transaction where not only did you get your buyer's offer accepted, but you got like normal things for them. Like, you didn't have to sign your life away
Exactly.
and agree to pay some ridiculous number over asking to even be in the consideration set. And so,
Exactly.
it's a beautiful way to be kind of like a market maker where you're creating your own, you're creating your own little marketplace. And I think that's super smart and good for you. I would also illustrate, like, if you're working for sale by owners or some of these different types of sources of business, like, it's okay if you don't get the listing, still try to bring the buyer, because
Right.
in those cases, you're not likely competing against 15 or 20 other offers. They may be getting some offers, but it's not like when a property is in great condition and listed on the MLS. So, if you're doing the things that you would be doing to win an offer in this massive competitive market, you're probably going to win that offer when it's not actively listed in the MLS, whether it's off market in any way, shape, or form. So really cool, really good stuff. I want to kind of work our way in and come in for a landing. And in doing so, I want to share, we have, for those of you who are curious, would like more information, and you may be curious about what we provide folks in our organization with EXP, what are some of the things that, resources and benefits, access to coaches and guides and mentors that goes above and beyond what you get with EXP? Because EXP, just the standard benefits of EXP, I mean, they speak for themselves and are incredible. But our group, our organization, have put together a number of additional resources and benefits. So if you go to buildingupagents.com, you can get more information about what some of those benefits and resources look like. You can see more information about the business model and plan, information about our marketing agency, all of the different coaches and mentors that you get access to, additional listing tools and resources, etc. And then, as I said, if you are curious on any level, just reach out to Daphne or I. We're not, neither one of us is, we're not like hardcore salespeople. We'll be happy to have a conversation for you or with you, answer any questions you have. And if it sounds like it makes sense for you, great. And if not, if it's better where you're at or you're happy where you're at, that's fine too. We're not going to try and drag you here kicking and screaming. Far from it. We just, we're having a great time here. We've got a great thing going on, and we want to get more people on the bus or more people in the boat. So
yeah, and actually, one of the reasons I waited joining EXP, even though I understood the benefits of it, was, I mean, I loved the people in my old office. I mean, I love my old brokerage, love my old broker, I love the people, and I thought I would be isolated, but the daily team huddles are great, and so now I have relationships with people all over the country, and
yeah,
that is good too. And I still keep up with my old friends
there you
at
go.
at the brokerage.
Yeah, and you're not alone. I mean, we have many people in our group now that were in the same boat where they were very happy, but decided that the benefits here outweigh what they had there, and we're doing everything we can to create a sense of community and culture and provide as much help and support and feedback and so forth as possible. So thanks for spending some time here on a Friday, and appreciate you. One last time, if you're curious, you want more information, reach out on whether it's EXP or anything that we're doing. We're an open book and happy to help. Don't hesitate to ask. Thanks so much, and hopefully we'll talk soon.
Let's do it.
All right, take care, Daphne. Thanks.